Hey, what's up? You're listening to the Sip Sip Show. Today is a very different kind of vibe because we're doing this in the Sabah Art Gallery. This is part of my installation for the Meraki. The exhibition is titled Meraki. It's a group show from the 23rd of May until the 14th of July, and it's happening right here, Sabah Art Gallery. Really excited to be here because the presence of all these artists that is in this group show is quite an epic series of people. I'm not saying it's epic because I myself is in the exhibition, but also because this exhibition has an array of very, very talented, you can say the current stars of the scene in Kota Kinabalu, in Sabah itself. So we have 6 artists that is in this group show. Minus myself is Azlan Dulikap, a painter, Rosmaini Sunarjo, another painter, Kenny Tan, Asnedi Maduni, and also Josri. These people are gila-gila lah, memang hebat lah their works. So today I just want to talk about how I know these people, and probably in the next few episodes, I'm guessing another 5 or 6 episodes, is going to be a review of these very, very good artists. I'm not going to review my own works, I don't think that's appropriate, but I am going to talk about what I see in their works in this exhibition, because I feel like I really need to talk about their works, and how I know them. Okay, Azlan Dulikap has been one of the few people that I see in the newspapers, like back in the day when I just wanted to start showing off my artworks to the public, and I always see his work out in the open, and I don't really know who this guy is, and I realized that this guy is a local artist. He's just like you and me, very, very friendly, very sometimes reserved, I guess, because yalah, artis kan memang ada their own, I guess, their mojo time where they cannot really mingle with other people, but that's fine enough for me, I guess. So that's Azlan. Cool guy. He sings. I think the family is very artistically inclined. I'm pretty sure the wife is a musician, and I guess the children, I assume, will follow his footsteps, I guess. I don't know. Next up we have Rosmaini. Rosmaini is a good friend. We're neighbors in the Laman Seni Studios. He's just opposite of my Sip Sip studio. Well, not really my studio. I just tumpang Yi Ilan's and BMH Dokumentasi studio for my recording. So today I tumpang Sabah Art Gallery. So Rosmaini is multi-talented. He's I guess he doesn't say this much, but he works well with others. Maybe not really everyone, but the fruits of his collaboration with other art workers seems to be very well presented, and it also was one of the winning prize for the Sabah selection. I mean the KPTNS. And I really respect this guy because he is very down to earth. He's very friendly. Macam he doesn't boast about himself. He doesn't. Well, maybe that's not really a good thing. He doesn't really promote his works. So maybe what I'm doing right here, right now, is trying to promote their works and trying to get people to come to this show while it is still here. So that's Rosmaini. He works with a lot of Azlan, Rosmaini are my neighbors in Lamansani, and I see a glimpse of similarities in their works. Maybe not in this series, in this exhibition, but Rosmaini and Azlan, they are buddies when it comes to conversation. They always talk together. They always do things almost together. And what I see is between the two of them, the subject matter is somewhat almost the same. There's the strokes, their signatures, their style may be a bit different, but they talk about almost the same thing. And probably, because they're friends, Okay, let's go to Asnedi. Asnedi is a metal sculpture. Metal gitu. So what Asnedi does is I think it's more of a type of assemblage into a sculpture of daily metal founds that he finds in his workshop, in his environment, and is melt together into some kind of an expressive art form that he calls his work. And he has won a few times KPTNS, and I really love when he does his works when it how do I say this, it claims its space, because he used to do small sculptures, but when you see small sculptures, it doesn't really mean much. But these small sculptures are done massively, like banyak, like a lot of probably human figures or ant figures, insects, or buildings, or tree-like life forms, and it's scattered around a room. And when it's scattered, it's, in a way, it claims its own space, and automatically that area becomes his own territory. This is what I see with Asnedi's work. It's not just a play on one sculpture itself. It's a play on claiming space. So that's Asnedi. I've recently got a chance to meet him. Very nice guy. Very malu-malu. I guess it's Sabahan trait lah. Memang semua pun pemalu. It's hard for them to talk about their creativity openly during interviews or something like that. But I guess his work talks by itself. Can you say that? I guess you can. Okay, siapa lagi? Kenny. Oh, Kenny is a very, very nice guy. So Kenny Tan is an artist, a part-time artist. He works in a bank. So Kenny deals with a lot of currency, a lot of monies, a lot of things that is I guess you can relate to do it semua tu lah. So in his works recently, in the winning artwork for KPTNS is some kind of a ringgit bill, but it's in the form of some kind of a homage for the late Datuk Yaman, and it's really nice to see that someone dedicated in artwork and really gambles with winning or losing, or probably he wasn't. I don't know. In the borderline, maybe I can assume that dia macam menang kah tidak kah, pedulilah, just as long as I can express this, which I assume is a very, very, very grand gesture lah. And I acquired a print. I bought one. Really proud of it. And the numbers that is on the ringgit bill prints that has the Allahyarham Datuk Yaman's face in the bill has a serial number. So that particular number is my wife's birth year. So yeah, nanti mau kasih present lah konon. Anyway, his work is very detailed. There was a time when we were asked to document our process of the process of us creating this artwork, and it in the video is seen his wife and I guess his kids helping him sticking. I guess it's kind of like a collage kind of work where they stick the materials, the medium, onto the canvas, the plywood or something. I'm not sure. I need to review this a bit more detailed, but it looks really crazy lah. The details on this guy's works is sakit kepala. It's a freaking headache to understand how he can achieve some kind of detail like that. We had an exhibition of I mean not me, I wasn't involved in that exhibition. It was an exhibition that a good friend of mine curated in this really nice restaurant in Pinampang. The exhibition was themed around the ideas of pigs, babi, and one of the artworks from this exhibition, there was a lot of people submitting artworks for this exhibition. Oh, the curator is Kreko, by the way, Kreko Blabak, and shout out. So when Kenny submitted this artwork, I was there. We saw his babi hutan, wild boar, and it was done, I think it was charcoal, or is it pencil or graphite sticks or something like that. It was black and white. It was on paper, and the details of, wild boars have those hair that is very, it's everywhere. So the way Kenny draws them is like satu one by one each, and one to its own detail. So it's a lot of work, and the idea that he brings, the symbolism behind it, is I guess it's a show of his skills, his tribute to nature, and how nature is some kind of an artist juga. And yeah, let's go to Kenny a bit more soon lah. The last one is Josri. Josri is a teacher, very, very talented artist. His work is, he is a person that works with materials. He doesn't stick with just one thing. He jumps around from each material: epoxy, paper, metal, fabric, plastic, and these things are uh, I don't know how to say this. In all these materials, in all his series, you can see him. You can see his element. His his soul is in these works. You don't have to recognize the person, but you can recognize his work. And even though his picture or his name is not written there, you know it's somehow related to him. I'm not sure how. Maybe I've seen a lot of his works, but his work is just oh, what's a word? Uh, I want to say experimental, but experimental is something that you do without knowing the outcome. This is, I mean, maybe I assume there are a few tries when he produces his work, and I guess all the outcomes are successful, and what we got is some kind of a I don't know. We will just get to Josry later lah. I really want to highlight the metal sheets, the paperworks, the epoxy resin works that he's doing, which is very apa ba mo cakap ni orang ni. He's everywhere in materials, and yet he is one with those things. Wish. Mungkin terlampau memuji juga lah kan, but he is that good. He's and he's a nice guy, very humble, very cincai, very macam tak tahu apa-apa, but his work speaks for him lah. So that's the 5. Me myself, this is why I do data collecting, I do social mapping, I do what I call the spatial biography documentation, and we'll talk about that soon. So yeah, that's just it for now, and I guess we can go to the next episode, where I'll talk about each individual artist's work. Yeah, so this has been a Sip show, special Sabah Art Gallery Meraki exhibition installation. So I hope you guys will get something from this podcast. I just want to say thank you to Puan Sarah Ahmad, Intan Hamzah, all the crew members, Ahmad, Joaz, the late Kak Ju. We recently lost a member of the Sabah Art Gallery, Kak Ju, Juria. She's a warm person. I mean, I like her. She laughs at my stupid jokes, and she's family lah in the Sabah Gallery. She recently passed, and I don't know what to say. I don't know how to respond, but it will be in my memories of all the things that we've done together. I mean, we're not that close, but it's always sad to see that someone that is part of this crew to be to leave us. Yeah. We're gonna miss you, Kak Ju, and semoga kamu tenang di sana, ditempatkan dengan orang-orang beriman. Yeah. Anyway, this is an episode of the Sip Sip Show, doing our live recording in the Sabah Art Gallery. Thanks, Sabah Art Gallery. Thank you, Meraki Exhibition. Thank you to Lembaga Kebudayaan for all this. Thanks to BMH Dokumentasi, Kerbau Works, Yi Ilan, and everyone else behind me. We'll see you in the next episode. Do follow this podcast in Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're also on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. This is me, Egan. We'll see you in the next episode. Thanks.